That is a freaking monster, guys.
What is going on, guys? Adam from Look Fishing here today on behalf of Lucky Tackle Box to talk to you about the live target threadfin shad swim bait. It'll be featured in this month's box, so let's get right into it. Alright, so before I get into how to fish this bait the most effective way, I want to talk about it a little bit. So as I said, it's a live target threadfin shad. It's a live target lure, and live target strives to make baits as realistic as possible, and they definitely didn't fall short with this one. The paint job is absolutely sick on this thing. Now, what really sets it aside from other swim baits on the market is the tail. The tail is very realistic in how it swims and is designed to match the hatch absolutely perfectly and look like a real threadfin shad swimming through the water. And the other thing that sets it aside is a little weed guard built into the top fin on the swim bait. I really think that's something that can really help you whenever you're bringing it through a little bit of forage, won't get snagged up as easily, and just all around great swim bait. So let's get into how to fish it, starting with rigging. So when I'm throwing the live target swim bait, I like to stick with the medium action rod. I like a medium fast because it has that jig hook. It's not a treble hook bait, so you don't need a ton of give in your rod. You just need a little bit, and medium fast seems to do it just perfect. And the rod has to be able to handle it because this lure can weigh up to an ounce in the 4.5 inch model. As for the reel, I like to use a 6.3 to 1 gear ratio reel. Just seems to be the just right speed for working this bait, but we'll get into that later in the video. And then for line, I like to go with 10 to 12 pound fluorocarbon because the invisibility in the water really gives you an advantage whenever you're working such a realistic bait like this. He wanted it. The retrieval on this bait's pretty simple. What you want to do is you want to make a long cast out, and once it hits the water, depending on how deep you want it to be, you let it sink, and you just start a nice slow retrieve back. I mean, not crawling it, but you don't want to be burning it. This seems to be the approach that works the best most of the time. Now there are exceptions. Some days you might have to burn it, some days you might have to crawl it. This tail will move with the slightest bit of pull, so you don't have to worry about working enough to make the tail move or anything like that. But yeah, it's pretty simple. That's all you got to do is throw it out and let it sink. It sinks about 1 foot per second, so you want to base it off of that. Get it down to where you want it to be in the strike zone and just slowly work it back, and you'll get crushed. Trust me, this live target swim bait is something else. Alright, there we go. First fish of the day on the live target threadfin shad. He absolutely crushed it out there. And that's one thing, whenever you're setting the hook on these fish, you want to make sure you drive it home. So there you have it, threadfin shad, nice little bass. Let's get a release on him. As far as location goes for this bait, you really want to focus on areas where bass would be holding to, such as piles of brush, trees in the water. Anywhere the bass would be holding close to, you want to throw this bait because it'll draw them out of it. And say you're on a boat and you have electronics, you find a school of fish, throw the swim bait up in there, it should fire them right up and start a feeding frenzy. So that's where you want to throw the live target swim bait. So there you have it. That is the live target threadfin shad swim bait that will be featured in this month's box. I hope all these tips help you out, catch some more fish your next time out. Be sure you subscribe to our channel. It will be down below in the description, Hooked Fishing. Really appreciate that. If you have any comments or questions, make sure you leave them on this video. I'll be down there answering all of them. So thanks for watching to this point, and go catch a big one.